What's going on, guys? ¿Cómo están? BugaLuis here, and welcome to another episode of Transfer Daily here on the channel. Today we're gonna take a look at an update on the Philippe Coutinho Saga, as well as a potential PSG player joining Manchester United this January. Just like always, I've been taking a look at the latest media sites all scattered all around the internet to bring you guys the most reliable and latest news for you guys here today. Before starting off the video, guys, I would like you to remember to check out the latest episode of Transfer Daily up here, in which we discussed a potential departure from Chelsea as well as a new left back joining Manchester United. Please also check out the playlist in which you'll get all the videos from this transfer window, so you stay up tuned with all of the latest news here on the channel. Okay, so the first news comes all the way from England, in which Barcelona and Liverpool are today meeting to discuss the transfer of Philippe Coutinho. Apparently, Barcelona has decided to bid £110 million for the player, plus adding 30 million more on bonuses and extras that he completes all throughout the season. I would say actually that this meeting is very important. This is a moment in which Barcelona have to either decide to give Philippe Coutinho the chance to join them in this winter, or wait over to July and June when the next transfer window is open, and then Philippe Coutinho could move then in the summer. It's all going to be very crazy these next few days, because people are gonna be all mad around the internet saying whether Philippe Coutinho stays or won't, but it's gonna be very crucial for you to stay up to date to the most reliable news out there. So what extra happens in this update? Why may Philippe Coutinho go? Apparently, some news sites like the Metro has also reported that Philippe Coutinho has already chosen his number for the Blaugrana, and that will be number 7. What makes it very interesting for me is that I would be reluctant to agree with that news report, because Arda Turan is still in the club, and let's remember that Turan still wears the number 7 shirt. However, if Barcelona are ready to depart from Arda Turan as he goes to a Turkish club, or perhaps even a club like Arsenal, I will be ready to give Philippe Coutinho the number 7. But yet I don't think a club like Barcelona will be ready to, depart from his players, give them the shirt without even consulting the other player in the club already. I think it's quite sketchy to think about this, but it may happen. There may be a possibility Barcelona already have that move agreed, but I haven't heard any updates of Arda Turan out there. Moreover, Philippe Coutinho has also stated to the English media that perhaps he has played his last match for Liverpool, and that just increases the rumors and just makes it more interesting. So I will, guys, like always, try to check out what you're reading, what evidence, where does it come from, because I think these next few days will be crazy all up in the Philippe Coutinho saga. On the next transfer story, we're going to take a look at the player Jurgen Klopp has identified to replace Philippe Coutinho at Anfield if he decides to leave to the Camp Nou. Apparently, that player is Lemar from Monaco. Moreover, Lemar has also been getting interested from Arsenal move perhaps, but it now seems that the move to Liverpool is most certainly going to happen if Coutinho is going to leave for Barcelona. I gotta say, Lemar would be a quite interesting fit for the Reds. I think that it's going to be fitting very nicely into the midfield and gonna give them that extra creative, while being also a very good defensive option, because he's all around a good winger slash midfielder that can play in that position Coutinho just playing right now in Liverpool. I think he will be a good signing, and Jurgen Klopp definitely has an eye for some players, because he knows exactly what he needs and what to replace, and because the attributes of Lemar are similar to Coutinho, perhaps not the same, but can adapt to that playing style, and will certainly be even better than Coutinho, I think, in a Jurgen Klopp system at this current moment in time. A fee, all of that hasn't been reported yet, because just like Liverpool and perhaps like even Barcelona, they want to get the deal done as soon as possible. If it happens, then that's when Liverpool are going to turn their interest to Lemar. But now I think that all their chips and everything are all in the Philippe Coutinho saga, and they want to get rid of that as soon as possible if he was to leave. Our next transfer story comes from Manchester United, in which Mourinho has selected Lucas Moura, the out-of-favor winger in the PSG side, to join them for a season-long loan. I think this is actually a quite interesting move. Perhaps Mourinho was looking for someone like Malcolm from Bordeaux, a very young Brazilian promising winger, but now has identified Lucas Moura as a cheap option, but equally as good, that will definitely grant Manchester United that extra counter-attack threat that they need currently to score the goals, because they have been getting some serious draws and they really need to start pumping up that form if they want to compete with Manchester City in the next fixtures coming. So I would say that Lucas Moura moving to Manchester United would be a good move, and I actually think it could happen. PSG now has an overload of wingers, having Di Maria, Draxler, Neymar, Cavani, Mbappe. They have so many players up there, and then definitely will need to, you know, get rid of some of them. And I think Lucas Moura to Manchester United could be a quite good option for PSG and also for Manchester United and Mourinho. Also in the news, we have Southampton interested in the Argentinian winger from Atletico Madrid, Nicolas Gaitan. Apparently, Nicolas Gaitan is now out of favor in Atletico Madrid. He's surplus to requirements, and I would definitely have to agree with that. We also talk about a similar case with Ferreira Carrasco, so check out up here. And we also need to remember that Nicolas Gaitan really hasn't enjoyed a good run of form in Atletico Madrid's side. Nicolas Gaitan is a very good player, but now he's entering the eve of his career, so getting a move to the Premier League, getting some extra money perhaps won't be the best option for him. Apparently Southampton wants to bid 30 million for the Argentinian winger, and I definitely see the move happening because he's a player that will fit exactly in the Marcelino system, and I think that Marcelino, being an Argentinian coach himself, will know how to bring the best out from Nicolas Gaitan. To finish off the news in the Premier League, we're gonna take a look at Everton bidding for Julian Mikel Sarri, the Nice midfielder, all playing in the League On. I gotta say that Sarri is a very good player. He was almost going to join Barcelona in the summer, but he didn't. After all, he got away with it. I don't know, Nice got away with it, but now Everton seems that they want the Ivorian Coast midfielder into their side. I think definitely Julian Mikel Sarri would be not exactly a direct fit at Everton, but will definitely grant them that ability to control the midfield and really, you know, bolster the midfield and try to get different perspectives and also different players in that midfield, which is now really stacked with attacking midfielders. However, I would say that for Everton to sign a player like him, and also for Sarri to be interested in Everton, he will need to know that he will get the amount of playing time he deserves. So we already have so many attacking midfielders like David Klaassen, Wayne Rooney, Sigurdsson. You got also players like Idrissa Gueye, Morgan Schneiderlin, James McCarthy, Mohamed Besic. You have so many players right now in the midfield that it wouldn't be, for me as a player, interest at all of joining Everton. They need to get rid of some players if they want to bring the quality of Jean-Michel Sarri, because right now I gotta say that this bid is actually bullshit, and it's gonna be the bullshit transfer of this episode. Now finally we're done with the Premier League, and we can talk a little bit about Serie A, in which AC Milan are ready to get rid of Nikola Kalinic. I gotta say that this signing, for the first time I saw it, I was like, nah Milan, this is a bad signing. Nikola Kalinic has only scored 2 goals I think, and gotten 3 assists in like 20 appearances for AC Milan this season, and it's not good at all. Nikola Kalinic really was a good player for Fiorentina, but he wasn't amazing. I mean, he was decent. And AC Milan doesn't need decent players right now. They really need game changers. And Nikola Kalinic, let me tell you, he's not a game changer at all. Kalinic may be good in the air, maybe good all around, but I don't think he's out there with a striker that should be starting now for AC Milan week in and week out. So Nikola Kalinic is now surplus to requirements at AC Milan, and finally, a new manager like Gattuso has identified that, and he wants to get rid of Nikola Kalinic because they also need some money to make up for the financial fair play. So they want to get Nikola Kalinic out of AC Milan, and apparently there are some Premier League clubs interested, but overall there are not too many contenders for out. Maybe one contender could be China because he's not getting any younger, and for me Kalinic really, I don't know where he could fit. Perhaps a return to Fiorentina could be the best move, but now AC Milan has finally decided they want to sell on the Croatian striker, but apparently they're not suitors, so AC Milan will need to work around that and find and offer Nikola Kalinic to other clubs. That's gonna be everything for today, guys. Just like always, remember to drop us a like, leave us a subscribe, turn on the bell notification icon, and follow us on all other social media to keep up to date. Make sure to make this channel a part of your daily routine. I've been your host for the day. See you in the next one. Take care. Ciao.